welcome to another episode of Culinary Delights. As usual in this show with me, your host Khadija Zimbwe. We are here to give each other more passion for cooking, and on this time around we also have something new installed for you. So what is it that I'm talking about? Just stay tuned in the next 30 minutes to see and learn about this new recipe. Okay, as just what I told you, we're going to celebrate another new recipe, and we're going to celebrate cultures. With this hat with me on top, you can understand, or if you don't understand, we have somebody who can tell us a little bit on what we're going to make and this type of culture that we're going to celebrate today on Culinary Delights. So Demetrio, welcome to Culinary Delights.
Thank you very much.
Tell them about this hat.
This is called sombreros. It's a Mexican hat, very famous. And you'll always see it when Mexican cowboys, and there's so many varieties of this. You can see mine is black, yours is very colorful. One thing about Mexican is always very colorful in anything they do. As you could see, our restaurant is, things are bright colors, and even their food is full of colors and chilies and things like that.
Okay, so now you have a hint that we're gonna make a recipe filled with the Mexican culture. So celebrate this culture with us and join us in the kitchen. When you talk about the Mexican food, from what I know so far, it's all about corn, chili, and and tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that. And beans, actually.
Yeah.
Beans, chili, and corn. Yeah. So is it only about that cycle?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Mexican civilization started with the Indians, and then the Spanish.
The Spanish.
So, and they were more into their corn. You could eat corn for everything almost.
Okay.
And then they found their ways into chilies and tubers and beans, and that's what they were feeding each other.
Okay.
This, what we are going to demonstrate here, is what they call corn tortillas. And it's basically maize. Corn maize. And the Mexican used to grind maize and use that for everything, like the way you grind ugali here in Tanzania. And for that they could make corn tortillas, they could make corn chips, and the way it's made is made out of water basically and salt. Cooked a little bit, then grind it over by hand, although the Mexican used to really use a grinding stone.
Okay.
Yeah. In the past.
The traditional method.
Yeah. And what you get out of that is you get what they call a dough.
A dough.
And then you make it into a bowl, and then make it flat using what they call corn tortilla press. And then you burn that over a fire, an open fire, and then you have a corn tortilla for eating.
That sounds
Frank is going to demonstrate the very quick method of how to do it.
So these maize were actually
they were boiled a little bit.
Boiled a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And put some stuff which we can't.
So you want to tell me that you boil it until it's cooked, or you boil it a little bit to make it soft?
To make it soft, mostly.
Okay.
In the past they used just to soak it, but nowadays the maize varieties I think have changed.
Yeah, there's a number of varieties.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just need to have a very soft, a very fine texture, or just a medium kind of texture.
What do you mean? Like when you're grinding, you need is a medium texture.
It's
basically.
a medium texture.
But it needs to be soft enough to make a ball, to form a ball.
Okay, so can someone blend the maize?
Yeah, you can't really. I haven't seen a machine to blend yet.
No, because I'm trying to figure out something that will make my viewers at home to be able to grind this maize and get this nice texture without going beyond the required amount of texture that's supposed to be done. But anyway, if you have this machine, you can make it, or you can blend it, but you have to be very careful once it comes to blending, because that's the only method we can use in town.
Yeah. Trust me, we've tried.
Or you can have a grinder or something. The traditional grinders, then that would be perfect too. So the texture is supposed to be of this size.
Yeah.
It's not very soft you can still feel everything, and this is gonna be very nutritional because it has everything there, like all the nutrients, and it has the skin cover on it, and the yellow thing from the corn itself. So this is a very healthy type of food, right? So that is ready.
Maybe Frank can explain a little bit further about what they do. They have to regrind it, I'm sure.
Okay, so you can regrind it like how many times? Twice or thrice? 2 times. Okay, so at least you can get that fine texture, but not very fine texture. Okay? All right. So you grind it, and then we see it again.
Make a bowl.
Great. So now this is the result. Right after getting this soft texture of the maize, the corn flour, so you mix in. Now we're gonna make the dough. So the normal procedures of making a dough: water and salt. So no yeast, no anything. It's just like that.
I just have to say there's some things we need to hide because this is our signature, but.
But anyway,
we like the customers to come here and learn how to make it. But
anyway.
We are not putting any. There's a secret ingredient.
Okay. Okay. So you have to make sure that you make a dough, a very nice dough. Mix all the ingredients together well with the corn flour. Okay, the process continues again. After adding the water and salt and then a secret ingredient, then you'll be grinding it again to make it even much more softer, to get that nice texture. The texture is soft enough to make some balls. Okay.
I'm just gonna just do like this.
Okay. So the balls should be medium size, small balls?
Something like that.
Okay.
And then you just press that. This is what you get, and basically you're like done, but you just have to griddle it a little bit on a fire and warm it this side and this side.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It wasn't so hard.
The same thing you could also get if you cut into pieces like this shape and fry it on oil. You get the chips, the corn chips they call.
Okay, so that's the only difference.
Yeah.
Between the corn chips and the tortilla.
Corn tortilla.
The corn tortilla.
So the corn chips will look like this, and the corn tortilla will look like this.
Okay, now we are moving on to the next session, as also we told you before, and it's about the salsas, right?
Yes.
Something to eat together with the tortillas and the corn chips?
Exactly.
Okay.
Like we've said before, Mexican is about grains and it's about seeds. First, but you have to have something like a sauce to eat with it, to eat the corn tortillas. And there's a famous one which is it's called guacamole, and guacamole is made out of a little bit of onions, garlic, some tomatoes, and cilantro, and you just mashed it together. You put a taste of salt and lime. As you could see here, this is already mixed up, and basically you take your chips or corn chips or corn tortillas and put the filling in. We'll show you later how to make a main meal out of this. There's also what they call the pico de gallo. Literal translation of pico de gallo is like a cocktail, but it's not what it means. It means it's things we eat small amount. Spanish tradition is always about small food to combine together. All these things they're called salsa, but we also have the traditional salsa also, and can come with chili, medium or mild. The only difference here with the salsa is we have the oregano and the bell pepper. Can be either green pepper or anything like that. But the rest of the things is the same as the other salsas.
First,
so simply you mash the avocado. You can decide the coarseness, the fineness. Some like to leave it a little bit chunky, some like it very fine. Yeah, it's up to you. You'll put the tomato. A little bit of tomato. Oops.
Maybe half a tomato.
A little bit of cilantro. Just one thing, cilantro is all over the Mexican food. It's just like their main.
No wonder it's a fusion of Indian and Spanish.
Exactly.
Because of the cilantro, coriander, with garlic and cumin, all that is more spicy as Indian foods. So one garlic is enough.
Yeah,
one clove of garlic.
Some people hate garlic, so a little bit of squeeze of garlic to just get a little bit of the.
And that's something good to note, because if you go to the extra mile with the garlic, then definitely you're gonna lose all the flavors because it's very strong spice.
Yeah. And again, the lime also is like cilantro is all over also the Mexican food. Your taste. Just a little bit of salt.
To taste.
Just mix it up together. So the way you eat this, you just take your corn tortilla or anything, you just put it in and just test it.
Yeah, you have to taste it, make sure all the spices and flavors are in position.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
We need to be mashed a little bit more, but
otherwise it's perfect. Yeah. Good to go.
Salsa is like a generic word. Okay. You can have salsa with just tomato. And the difference between pico de gallo and the other salsa is that this one is cooked, this one is raw. All the ingredients is raw.
Okay, so I think let's go to the pineapple and mango
salsa. So again, one of our salsas is pineapple mango salsa, and it's made out of basically the two main ingredients, pineapple and mango, but you also put a little bit of cilantro, onions, and cinnamon, just to taste it. Yeah. And it's a little bit sweet, so it depends. Some people really like it, just really use it as a dip to eat your small chips or something like that. Salome will show you how to mix it together.
So the mangoes aren't supposed to be too ripe, or they should be ripe? Because now I have a problem with the mangoes because they can end up being mushy.
Yeah. You have to be very careful when you're selecting the ingredients, and basically it really sometimes depends on what you want out of it. But they're suggesting the very sweet round mangoes, they're the best ones, because if you taste them they give you that really nice
sweetness.
Taste. And mangoes are there's like 4 or 5 different types of mangoes, and you have to be very careful when you're selecting. Too ripe is not good, too
raw is also not good.
Yeah.
Okay. So the medium type of mango.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pop in your mangoes, the pineapples, and then onion, and cilantro again.
Yeah.
And cinnamon.
Cinnamon. This is more of a dessert type. Yeah.
I think that it would be so loved by kids.
Yeah, it's one of the favorites for my daughters.
It must be. So you mix it all together, make sure all the ingredients have time to mingle with each other in a bowl before serving. And there we go. More than 5 minutes has been used in making that.
Yeah. This is a taco rack, and basically taco is the same as corn tortilla but fried, yeah, in a V-shaped form. And what you do the filling inside, and you can decide whether it's a vegetarian or you want to have a meat taco. And you just put, you start with what they call the refried beans. Basically it's the beans which have been mashed also. It's one of the Mexican stuff. And you put in, and then you put the meat. You can put a little bit of lettuce, some sour cream to taste, and you can also put one of the things you have to put is also pico de gallo, the one we were making before. And you just hold it like this, and and when you're ordering taco, you normally get in pair. You get 2 at a time. Yeah, and you can come in beef or chicken or vegetarian option. For a better result, you normally have to warm this in the oven, if you have an oven at home, to just warm it a little bit. And then you have to put the refried beans. This is mashed beans, also cooked. It's a very Mexican thing also. So he's gonna do all of them.
So the base, you start with the beans.
Yes, that's the base. In commercial version of this, they are normally very nice in shape and V, but these are homemade, so that's why you see the shape is a little bit like this. And then you do the meat a little bit. Some people like a lot of meat, some people do not. He's gonna do 2 beef and 2 chicken. The shredded meat, like the way you see them, they're also very Mexican signature. They love their meat, and sometimes they like the meat without bone, and shred it and put all the spice in, and they use it as a filling for food. Yeah? And then the guacamole, we were showing you how to make it. So you put a little bit of guacamole in all of them. This is just lettuce. And there's and then the pico de gallo, basically the raw salsa.
Remember, the raw salsa is the one which has no chili.
It has chili. There's also a medium.
If we want chili.
Yeah. Like I said, chili is all over. Even the chips sometimes can have chili. And then there's also a hate-love relationship with sour cream to some people. So some people don't like it, some people love it. So you just have to really basically ask. This is called the beef taco, and that's the chicken taco. And you're welcome to taste. Taco can be a hard shell taco or a soft taco. A soft taco is the one which is not fried. The one you've seen there, the corn tortilla. Yeah? Once you do the fillings, change the name from corn tortilla to taco. What is burrito? Burrito is wheat flour tortilla, and you do the fillings with either beef or chicken, again together with pico de gallo, the salsa we've just made, guacamole, a little bit of lettuce, cream cheese, and get folded, and you eat it like you can eat it as a snack or a main meal. No? So Salome is going to show you how to fold burrito. You have to warm up the tortillas before you do the filling inside. So you put the base again, the beans, And then the meat, this one is chicken. A little bit of guacamole spreaded over the meat. Then you put the pico de gallo, our raw salsa. Yeah. You put a little bit of lettuce. And cream cheese.
So it's almost the same with
the taco. This is wheat flour.
And the wrapping will definitely be different.
Yeah. This is more like
Wrapper?
yeah, a wrap. Yeah. So she's gonna do a second one with the beef. The guacamole, the pico again. So we've just made burrito, one with chicken and one with beef. You can decide to eat it as a snack. Some people loves it for breakfast. Some people just like it like a snack. But sometimes what we serve here in our restaurant is what we call a burrito meal. And this one comes with a little bit of Mexican rice on the side. And we'll just put the Mexican rice there to taste for you too. And I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, now you have the recipes. Now you know how to prepare corn tortilla. Now you know how to prepare taco shells, and you know how to prepare different types of salsas and the procedures of making these type of fillings. Then it's up to you now to celebrate and try these recipes at home. Now you have another recipe to try it, and it's in a Mexican type. So you try it, talk to me, and then let's turn now to the next session of tasting these foods and see what they really taste like. Okay, now we are up and about, and you can see us in our costumes again. We're trying to celebrate the Mexican foods. Now we're on the table about to taste everything that we've been cooking in the kitchen, and still we're with the guidance of Mr. Dimitri here. So Dimitri, first of all, just do another introduction for everything that you have on the table.
So we are having lunch, and our lunch menu is burrito meal. When I say burrito meal, I mean it's a burrito with Mexican rice, and then there's chips and dip, which is like our starter, and then there's also another main meal, which is taco, is beef and chicken taco.
And then to wind up the drinks?
And the drinks of today, we are having margarita and mojito.
So with this mojito, what did you mix in here? Because we didn't see how you made it mixes.
Mojito is cachaça. Cachaça is very it's a liquor mainly from Brazil.
From Brazil.
But it's
made out of sugar. Cachaça.
They drink it all over South America. And then you put soda water, some ice, and mint, peppermint.
Yeah, I can see even the decor.
Fresh mint.
Fresh mint.
And the main ingredient for margarita again is tequila and triple sec, and some juice, and then you can put lime and soda.
Okay, great. Now let's start with our starter, which are the chips and the salsas. The starter. And remember our salads. I mean the salsas we have.
Pico de gallo. We have salsa. We have guacamole.
This is guacamole, the one with avocado.
And this is pico de gallo with just tomatoes and cilantro.
This is so nice. It's so delicious, it's beautiful, it's creamy from the avocados themselves, and then the lime juice. All the spices are coming out lovely.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. And we still have our friend here, the mango and pineapple salsa.
This is mainly used when you're chatting with friends and you can offer him a little snack or starter before you offer the main meal.
This is sweet. They're all my favorite. I don't know which one to choose. It's very tasty, sweet, and you can feel all the spices. I think it's a proper way of enjoying eating the salads at home than any other way. Okay? So...
And it's very nutritious too. You get all the ingredients in here. All of them are home produce, you know. And they are found all over the market. You don't need to fetch any ingredient from outside the country.
There's nothing special.
Nothing special. It's just a good taste.
Right. Now this is how you can enjoy your starter, and after this we move on to something else. So what do you suggest we should start with?
I suggest we start with the tacos.
The taco?
This is a hard shell taco filled with chicken, and the other side is beef.
Beef, right? But it's not oily, you can easily hold it and eat it.
This is delicious. If you're hungry as me, you can just eat 10 of these.
You know, you were right when you said the Mexican foods is a fusion of Spanish and Indian.
Yeah.
You know, the spices with beef, and now this whole thing of holding it like a wrapper.
Yeah.
It's very tight. It's very nice, very easy to carry and eat. You can eat it anywhere, any time of the day. If it's either in the afternoon or in the evening, and it's a very light type of meal.
Yeah.
Although, as Dimitri said, if you're hungry, you can go for even 10 tacos if you wish. But this is very nice. It's tasty. But the cream is so lovely, and you can just get everything up together.
And again, the main thing here, the taco is find everything in Tanzania. The maize is we grow a lot of maize in Tanzania, so you just play with it and get a really good taste.
The beans, I thought I couldn't feel the beans, but the more I'm eating it, I'm still feeling the beans. This is something very, very different of cooking beans and enjoying beans. Now remember, these beans, they were mashed and put on the base of the tacos. So this is a very nice way of enjoying a healthy meal. Remember, these are very simple recipes. You can follow them through my program, and you can also check us on Facebook and YouTube accounts for you to also see this show. And you can also send me an email through my email address, which is culinary @capitaltv.co.tz. I can hook you up with Dimitri here, and you can also get the chance to meet these people and mingle and learn about the Mexican foods. Now let's continue our meal, and I think we should have a little toast with my mojito and your margarita.